I thought the first half was a wake-up call for us. I thought we came out, playing as if it was just another game. And, this team is a playoff team. And they came out with playoff intensity, very aggressive in that first half on both ends of the floor. Defensively, they got into us. I think early in that first quarter, we had about 4 or 5 turnovers, just loose with the ball. We couldn't run our offense. Everything was stagnant. We was taking quick shots and not making them work defensively. Offensively, they was pushing and attacking us, the one thing that we knew they could do. And I thought it was a wake-up call. And second half, we started to, play like we're capable of playing. We came out with really playoff intensity. I thought the defense was solid. The offense, we started to get more rhythm, more spacing, better execution. And, again, it's one of those games where, we didn't shoot the ball well at all. But and you're going to have those nights. But the defense was the difference in this game tonight. And, that's what we've been trying to get our guys to commit to all season long. Our last game we held Detroit to 26 in the second half. Tonight, 38 in the second half, and that's what we want to be about. I thought we got tough, started playing physical basketball, which we're capable of playing, and was able to get control of this game.
For Westbrook, triple doubles are routine. How did you feel about your defense of him tonight? Did it turn out the way you wanted?
He's I love the way he plays. He's always in attack mode, and it's a challenge to guard him. One of the biggest keys tonight was to try to keep him in front of you and keep him off the free throw line. And tonight, we did a pretty good job of that. He only shot 4 free throws. He took 27 shots. And he only shot 4 free throws, so that's a big win for us in the sense that, we made him make shots, and he's very capable of doing that. But when he's getting to the free throw line and making shots, it puts a lot of pressure on your defense. I thought our defensive intensity kind of wore on those guys the second half. They didn't come out with the same energy. Speed that they were playing with in that first half, and some of those shots that they were making in the first half, the second half they started to miss them.
What was going through your mind on that last possession when he got off 2 3-pointers?
We wanted to get Paul. The plan was to get Paul on Westbrook the second half, and Paul had 3 fouls, and so we held off on getting that matchup. The fourth quarter, we tried to get Paul on him, get some length on him. Thought Paul did a really nice job the last few minutes of just keeping him in front, and he got a contest on that first shot. It bounced long, and Westbrook. I'm thinking Reggie Miller in New York. He was well aware that he needed a 3. He takes the rebound, steps behind the 3, and I think that was Paul who got another contest, and that's the type of effort we got to have. We got to play 48 minutes. It took all 48 minutes to win this game.
You built this winning streak mostly by beating teams with losing records tonight. You obviously beat a very good team. Does this win hold more meaning for you? Does it tell you any more about your team?
Well, as I talked, mentioned to them at halftime, this is what we're going to be facing really the rest of the season. Most of the teams that we're going to be playing are going to be teams that are in the playoff race, certainly this week. And that atmosphere that we played in tonight, we can expect this for the rest of the season. And I like the way we responded to the second half. We got tough. Mentally we started to, fight through and play the game that we needed to play to win this game. We needed to be physical defensively. We needed to guard. We still didn't do a good job of rebounding the ball. They just, pounded us on the boards. So we still have to clean up that area. But, we fought and dug deep to get this win against a very good team.
Nate, in that first half, you guys were paying very close attention to Russell Westbrook, and that you were giving up a lot of back doors. He was able to distribute the ball very well. However, in the second half, for about the last 17 minutes or so, he wasn't able to distribute, get an assist at all, and that changed the dynamic. Was that a point of emphasis at halftime for you guys to stay at home and pay attention to what was going on?
That was a point of emphasis at the beginning of the game. Absolutely no back doors. They do a great job, and what we was seeing on tape, most teams get caught up in watching Westbrook, and they do a great job of cutting from the weak side, especially from the corners, and he finds those guys. And I know we had at least 4 or 5 of those clips this morning at shoot-around on tape. We had another 4 or 5 clips before the game. Keep this team in front of you, and we can't give up backdoor cuts. We can't give up penetration. And you just get caught up, trying to watch, watching him because he's always in an attack mode. And they do a good job of reading and cutting. We did give up some layups early, I thought, in that first half in transition. But we settled down second half defensively and started to, get into our positions and, just started doing a better job of being disciplined in our shell defense. And, the thing we have to do is finish with rebounding. You can't give up 20 offensive rebounds. That's bad.
From a defensive principles standpoint, how good is your team playing, and how tested will those principles be on Wednesday?
Well, I think it was tested tonight, and they will be tested on Wednesday. Another very good team. The champions are coming in, and they have a lot of guys that can break you down with the ball, and they good isolation players in Kyrie and LeBron, and they have 3-point shooters. So they can hurt you with isolation as well as from behind the 3-point line. We're going to have to do the same job. Keep the ball in front of us, defend the paint, and then get out to their 3-point shooters. And it's another physical team that will rebound the ball. So we're going to have to, get in there and do a better job rebounding the ball. Defensively, they're the champs. So you're going to see the best, or we're going to see the best on Wednesday, and we got to be ready for it.
With Jeff, when did you feel like things started to click for him? When did things change for the season for Jeff Teague, kind of settling in with his role?
I think he's still working on it. I don't think he's there yet. I think he's still trying to get comfortable with the play calling and guys, sets that we want to run and things we want to do late in games. So he's playing good basketball. He's doing some good things, but I think it's still a work in progress. Where we saw a really good team tonight, and it's going to be different in games like this. Sets that you can run, where you want to go, shots that you will get, because they're not only a good offensive team. They're a good defensive team. And we're going to have to make some adjustments, and a lot of that is going to have to be done on the floor by those guys who are in the game, because we just don't have enough timeouts to call everything. So I think he's still working at the team, running the team, and getting comfortable with how we need to finish against these really good teams that we're about to start facing.